Kentucky likely ended Alabama's NCAA hopes on Thursday, trying to do the same to Mississippi State on Friday. Pick it up late. Kentucky had fought back here, Jay, from a late 14-point deficit. Joe Crawford with the miss, but Sheree Thomas there to clean it up. Kentucky up 2. Under 30 seconds to go now, same score. Jamont Gordon loses the ball off the inbounds. Bobby Perry picks it up to Randolph Morris, who was fouled. 28 and 15 on the day for Morris. Once again, big for Kentucky. Rick Stansbury not so happy at the line. Then Morris, a little short on the first, a little short on the second. So now, under 10 seconds to play, Mississippi State down 2. Barry Stewart, no. Jody Meeks foul with 5.1 seconds to play. And from here, it would get very interesting. He knocks down the first, Jay. He put Kentucky up 3, but then.
Well, then there was a lane violation. Sheree Thomas in the second slot, right near the official, right there, leaves a little bit early, and the official, in my judgment, didn't do a good job of administering this free throw. There was no reason for them to call a lane violation here. Although it was a technical violation, the official, you could see, making the sign for a timeout. All he had to do was re-administer the free throw. There would have been no issue.
Which leaves it to Gordon to do this. 26 on the day, no 3 bigger than those, and this one is tied. Take another look. A little crossover, and at the buzzer, he buries it. So we are headed to overtime, to the dismay of Tubby Smith's wife, who frankly could not watch. In overtime now, tie game. Crawford's going to miss here. Morris, though, cleaning it up, and the foul. He would make the free throw. Kentucky up 3. Later in OT, Mississippi State down 1. Ben Hansborough, brother of Tyler, buries the open 3. Mississippi State up 2. And then off the rebound here, Mississippi 10-1. Gordon's going to find Stewart, finishes strong, and the foul. He would miss the free throw, though, so Mississippi State up just 1. Kentucky ball here. Last chance. Off a timeout, ball thrown away. Gordon steals it, holds onto it, and Mississippi State wins in a thriller, 84-82. So, Jay, let Ohio State escape Ann Arbor with the win last week. They perhaps playing for their tourney lives then against Ohio State. Early, Ohio State up 4, Daquan Cook with the jumper, but Greg Oden there to follow up. Ohio State up 6 early. Later in the first half, Ohio State up 4. On the break here, a spectacular freshman, Mike Connolly to Jamar Butler for a lay-in. Ohio State up 6, and then closing seconds of the first, almost like the shot he beat them with a week ago. Connolly at the buzzer, and they're up 5 at the half. In the second half, Courtney Sims meet Greg Oden-Hubert.
Well, Greg Oden was absolutely terrific defensively. You see him get 2 blocks in a row. Really didn't allow Michigan to get anything into the paint. They had to shoot from the outside. Michigan was 7 of 19 from three-point range, a large part of Greg Oden.
And showing he can get it done in the low block as well right here. 2 of his 22, sweet off the glass. Ohio State up 8. A little over 5 minutes left now. Ohio State up 9. Connolly to Othello Hunter for the dunk. Ohio State up 11, and really the Buckeyes, it was all Buckeyes in this one. Ohio State up 10 here, a little over 3 minutes to play. Oden posting up, gets the soft baby jump up to go. I don't know how you defend that. Oden finishes with 22.
The latest mask wearer, not named Gump Worsley. The Gumper never won. Wait a minute. Tyler Hansborough. And so far, so good with the mask. His only field goal of the first half taken on Florida State in the ACC tournament. Hansborough, fouled hard by Jarrell Allen. He's in no mood for any more hard fouls. Final seconds of the first half. Check out the spot shadow here. Remember this time and score, 32-26 with 10 seconds left. Ty Lawson, Wayne Ellington, yes. FSU inbounds, stolen by Lawson. Misses the lay-in. Dion Thompson there as time expires. And then Leonard Hamilton, livid, he gets a technical. UNC would hit both free throws at the start of the second half. So in that small period of time, UNC opens up a nice lead. There's Hansborough, played 27 minutes, had 6 points. Look at the score now, 40-26 with just 20 seconds gone. They went on an 8-0 run in the 23-second period. Lead goes from 6 to 14. NC shot 53%. Brandon Wright, yes. Florida State, in or out, Joe Lunardi?
Staying with the ACC, quarters. Miami and Boston College. In final seconds of the first half, Miami, yes, Miami up 7. Anthony Harris, long 3 at the buzzer. Canes up 10 at the half. Smelling upset yet again. Late second half, BC down 7. Sean Marshall, a deep 3. Eagles down 4 now. Less than a minute to go. BC down 3. Tyrese Rice shoots a long 3. Coincidence? I think not. We're tied. Rice, 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. Game high 32. In overtime now. Game tied at 69. Jack McClinton drives. Dwayne Collins slams Miami up 2. Later in OT, Miami still up 2. Jared Dudley, Conference Player of the Year for reasons like that. The putback, he would complete the three-point play. BC up 1. Final seconds now. BC up 3. Miami heaves it for knots. Boston College survives and advances 74-71 on to the ACC semifinals. And after a day of upsets in the ACC tournament, things seem to have gotten back to form so far.
Quarterfinal, Bob. Kansas State, Texas Tech. First half, Texas Tech up by 1. Jarius Jackson for 3. He had 28. Texas Tech up early, 17-13. Kansas State down by 1. Perimeter play. Lance Harris rocking the suburbs like Kajagoogoo did. Then David Hoskins to put back. And the Wildcats have a 5-point lead. Bobby Knight not happy with his squad. We'll hear from him after this game. Check this out, as 4 Texas Tech players are in the lane. Darren Kent is outside of it at the time of the pass. Kent gets the pass, gets in the lane, and puts it in, and Kansas State has a halftime lead of 33-26. Harris again for 3 in the corner. Wildcats up by 14. Cartier Martin for 3, and Kansas State rolls. Bob Knight in a good mood last night. What about today after this loss?
Could have had something to do with what we had for breakfast. I don't know. We may have eaten the wrong cereal. We may not have had the proper lighting in the locker room, or maybe Kansas State was pretty damn good defensively, and maybe we were a little bit tired.
If you make the NCAAs, if you win round 1, are you worried about turning around for round 2? Or you think this team needs one day?
You have a day off.
One day makes a difference?
God, you don't think one day makes a difference? I mean, if you had to run 5 miles today, could you run 5 miles tomorrow, or would you rather wait till the next day? Damn, you need to get some exercise, boy.
State rival Kansas, the Jayhawks in Oklahoma in the Big 12 quarters. This one close. Early second half, Kansas up by 1. Brandon Rush. Nice reverse lay-in and the foul. Kansas up 3. Moments later, Mario Chalmers. Anything Brandon can do acrobatically, I can do better. Kansas up 7. Later in the second half, Kansas up 13 now. Sharon Collins, knowing Julian Wright lurks. Watch this again, John.
No.
That's like dangerously close to hitting your head on the rim. Kansas putting it away. Look at Brandon Rush all the way for a monster dunk. 2 of his 16. Jayhawks win by 17. Oklahoma loses 7 of 8 to close the year. So form holding again, the 1 and 4 seeds reaching the semis in the Big 12. Many believe it's a de facto elimination game. Matt Pointer's Boilermakers taking on the Hawkeyes early first. David T. Extra credit for the arc. 3 of his 15. And Purdue's rolling. Later in the first, Purdue up 12. Carl Landry fooling Seth Gorney. Nice turnaround, converting. Purdue led by 13 at the half. Moving on to the second now, Purdue leading by 12. Gordon Watt looking to penetrate here in the paint, but Carl Landry finishes with the putback slam. Landry awfully excited about it. You should be. Purdue up by 14, and then Purdue up by 10 here. Keaton Grant finding the open man in Carl Landry. Dominating the paint all afternoon long. Purdue pulling away now. Double-digit lead up by 12. Following play, Landry looking to add more, and he does. Layup and the foul. Landry 20 and 11 on the day. Purdue wins by 19. So Purdue advances, and it looks like they're safely in the tournament at this point.
We saw just one meeting between these two schools 6 days ago. Second half, Arkansas down by 2. Patrick Beverly pushing it. And 1. He made the free throw. Arkansas by 1. 15 seconds left. Arkansas now down 1. Gary Irvin spins, floats, good. Razorbacks by 1. Vanderbilt, no timeout. 11 seconds left. Here they come. Derek Byers comes up, finds an open man in Shan Foster. Foster for 3, and the win? No, just a bit long. The rebound and the game. Beverly overcome with emotion, and Arkansas upsets Vandy 72-71. So the much maligned SEC West showing up big in the SEC tournament.
Let's start in the SEC. Florida, they could be a top seed if they win this tournament, taking on Georgia. Torian Green, the steal, finds Joakim Noah. He draws the foul. Gators started the game on a 17-zip run. Georgia missed their first 13 shots. Corey Brewer, the steal, and some thunder. Dogs looking for the reset button. They're down 24-4. Al Horford had 15 points and that monster block on Sundiata Gaines. Look back and watch me smack that. Corey Brewer, a junior majoring in awesomeness. He had 15 points. Torian Green had 19. Gators beat Georgia for an 8th straight time, 74-57. They're on to the semis. Hudson has 27 wins, taking on Michigan State. Orlando Tucker, Big Ten Player of the Year. He's a giver. Finds Greg Steensma. Badgers up 15 at the half. Sparty eventually cuts it to 5 in the second, but Tucker got it going. Back-to-back threes for the Big Ten Player of the Year. Had 4 triples in all, 21 points, 39th straight game he's been in double figures, and Wisconsin goes on to win 70-57 over Michigan State.
You know, one team that hasn't heard as much talk about it being a 1 is Memphis. Tigers are 28-3, appear to be cruising towards a CUSA tourney title. They're kind of like Boise State of college basketball, what they were to college football. Memphis +4 first half, Antonio Anderson there. Tigers forced 14 first half turnovers, turned them into 21 points, and that's just 1 point fewer than scored by their opponent in the first half. Willie Kemp there, Memphis up 41-22 at the half. Andre Allen rocking the house right there. Memphis 71-49. Are the Tigers a 1? Here's our top cat. Nell and Holy Cross Bison have KO'd the Crusaders in the last 2 Patriot League title games. First half, Keith Simmons, League Player of the Year, 3 of his 23, part of a 21-4 run. Crusaders led by 19, as many as 19, up 13 at the half. Justin Castleberry misses. Donald Brown, I feel good, and it's a 2-point game. Moments later, Brown gonna miss, but Darren Mastropolo there to follow. And all of a sudden, this game is tied, but then it's all Holy Cross after that. Torrey Thomas, one of Ralph Willard's seniors. He had 28, 74-66. Holy Cross made 16 consecutive freebies at the end, and they stormed the court, which is always dangerous.
The first half, a disaster for the Big 12 Player of the Year. He could not hit the broad side of the barn in the opening 20 minutes. Started 0 for 12 in this half. His coach, Rick Barnes, said he wasn't very good. Yeah, you just ain't whistling Dixie there, pal. 1 for 13 from the field in the first half, just 5 points. Baylor, on the other hand, could not miss. Aaron Bruce, get it, got it good. Baylor 7 threes in the first half, led by 18 at the break. They were 13-1 when leading at halftime this season. Second half, Kevin Durant gets the putback. That's what got him going right there. Longhorns, however, still down 15. More from the freshman. Guy is just so difficult to guard. Got a wingspan of like 9 feet. He can step out. He can shoot the 3. He can drive and knock it off the glass. He had 24 points in the second half. Texas got some big minutes from their senior, Craig Winder. 8 big points down the stretch. Largest comeback in tourney history. Texas wins 74-69.
Oklahoma State held Nebraska to 39 points Thursday. Cowboys figured to need a bigger rope to corral Texas A&M. 2.5 minutes to go, and A&M down 2. Josh Carter, the 3. Aggies up 1. A&M just 1-10 all time in this tournament. Mario Bogan wants to make him 1-11. Said he's a big-time player, just doing what he's supposed to do. Hits that in the final seconds. Here come the Aggies. AC Law, he's the guy you want to get it, but he don't got it. Josh Carter going to get it. He shoots the 3. Antonis Kavalauskas, the rebound. He misses. Carter going to get another shot. And Oklahoma State, the 7th seed, beats the 2-1 Cowboys, who never ever led in 2 regular season losses to A&M. This way. It's Louisville back in the Garden. Big East semis against Pittsburgh. The Cardinals win Thursday, ended a 9-game losing streak at the Garden. Final seconds, first half. Terrence Williams, 3 of his 18. Cardinals up 11 at the half. Jamie Dixon said afterwards he showed his team a side of himself they hadn't seen before at halftime. Antonio Graves, apparently he was all eyes and all ears. It's an 8-point game, and then Graves again, and it's a 5-point game. A 20-2 run to start the second half. Graves another 3, and the Panthers are now up 3. 7-minute mark. Cardinals down 4. Fella you just saw, Edgar Sosa, bench for a good part of the second half. Well, the hero against the Mountaineers, and Louisville down 1, but the Cardinals were in Graves' danger. Antonio again, he had 23. Pittsburgh wins 65-59, and Maggie's smiling.
It's been 15 years since Hoya Paranoia reigned at the Big East Tournament. Georgetown taking on Notre Dame. Second half, Hoyas down 2. Jeff Green gets the outlet pass. Nice body control. And the foul made the free throw. Hoyas up 1. Green. Oh, going old school with a hook shot. Hoyas extend their lead to 7, but soon after, Torrey Jackson started to fill up his game breaker a bit. The floater and the foul. Notre Dame within 4 after the free throw. More from Jackson, doing a little window shopping, and we're tied at 76. Less than a minute to go. The freshman goes 1, 2, 3, 1 on 4. That ain't right. Ties it at 82. He finished with 20 points, 5 assists. But Green comes right back. Working hard in the post, gets that to go, and 1. But he missed the free throw. He had 30 points and 12 boards. Hoyas up 2. They go on to win by 2. Russell Carter coming up empty on that three-pointer. Georgetown holds on for the win, 84-82. Big East final is now set. Pittsburgh making their 6th trip to the Big East final in the last 7 seasons, but they've won just 1 title in that span. Hoyas back in the championship game for the first time in 11 years. This will be the 3rd meeting between these 2 teams this season.
Lowe's, North Carolina State Wolfpack made a spectator out of Duke. Could they do the same to Virginia? Cavs up 14 at the half. Brandon Costner, career high 30 in the Duke win. He had 22 in this. Game tied. Next possession, Costner to easy Ben McCauley. Wolfpack shot 74% in the second half. Final 3, J.R. Reynolds, 3 of 15 from the field. Virginia down 1. Next possession, Virginia down 2. Mamadi Diani. Oh, he's called for the offensive foul. Dave Lato loses his zenness over that. You know who's buried in Gavin Grant's tomb? Virginia. North Carolina State wins 79-71, and their Cinderella story continues.
Same tournament, Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. $1:30 left in the first half. Hokies up 2. Ishmael Smith buries a 3. Deacons go up 1. Ensuing play, A.D. Vasallo. A.D. all day. Finished with 22. Tech up 2. Final seconds first half. L.D. Williams. A lot of initials on this team. Long distance hits a 2, but the Deacons trailed by 2 at the half. Second half, Hokies stepped up the D. Deron Washington, the steal and thunder. He had all 13 of his points in the second half. Wake just 5 of 18 shooting from the field in the second half. Xavier Dowdell, the layup, and Virginia Tech wins 71-52. Unlikely battle for a berth in the ACC title game with Virginia Tech taking on the 10 seed NC State. And Ole Miss, second half, the Rebs. Enel Polynice coast to coast for the layup. Ole Miss goes on to win 80-60 over LSU. They get Florida in Saturday's second Southeastern Conference semifinal game.
Pac-10 tournament. This was supposed to be UCLA versus either Oregon or Arizona, but Cal crashed that party. Bears and Ducks. First half time winding down. A.B. Aaron Brooks, he can play. Oregon led by 21 at the half. Shot 69% in the first half. Yende Ubaka, 29 against UCLA. Just 7 in this game. The lead would be cut to as low as 6, but too much Oregon. Malik Hairston. He goes Windex. He had 22 on 10 of 13 shooting. And Oregon and Ernie Kent roll over Cal 81-63. They're happy at Rennie's. Winner of that one gets the winner of this one. Washington State and USC. Last time they met, Wazoo won in double overtime early first. Lodrick Stewart gets dirty and then gets creative. Lodrick Stewart finds Nick Young, who gets on the board, and Young had 10. This was all about Gabe Pruitt, though, and Washington State's inability to stop him. 3 from the wing, and SC's up 10. Pruitt again from the corner. It's USC, and one shot ain't enough, Jack. You better make it 3 of Gabe Pruitt, who scored 26. USC wins 70-61. USC and Oregon going to face off in the title game. Oregon will try to become the first team since the conference tournament came back in 2002 to win the title twice.
Boilermakers win easily. Illinois and Indiana tied at 55 seconds left. Armand Bassett misses the J. In overtime, Illini up 1. Sean Pruitt, he had 16 points and 12 boards, like 10 of them here on that sequence alone. And the Illini win 58-54. They are 31-6 all time at the United Center.
Atlantic 10, Rhode Island hasn't defeated Xavier since 1998. 11 straight. URI coach Jim Barron has never beaten the Musketeers. Second period, Rams down 1. Kaheem Seawright in transition. Dunkin' Donut, Rhode Island up 1. Parfait Bite taken off. Jimmy Barron, coach's son, touchdown. Pops is proud, and the Rams are pulling ahead, and then Lamont Ulmer gets his own board, comes back strong. The Rams by 8. Coach Barron moving on.
Top seed BYU facing Wyoming. Trent Plaisted, he had himself a ball game. Doing some work on the low blocks. Gets that to go. BYU up 23. Plaisted tied a career high with 27 points. Oh, reverse layup there. Cougars shot 64.3% from 3. Also 64.3 from the free throw line. Cougars roll 96-84. That's Mike Rose hitting the triple. They're in the Mountain West Finals for the first time since 2001.
Nevada lost one of its starters in its win Thursday. Utah State hoping to add insult and beat the Wolfpack for the second time this season. Marcellus Kemp, you don't have to be on a bike to spin. This game is tied. Kemp had 24. He hits that with 20 seconds to go. Utah State got a chance to win. Chaz Spicer drives, layup, and the foul. And both coaches forget their deep breathing exercises. Here's why. Stu Morrill, Utah State, he wanted the bucket, no bucket. Mark Fox, well, he thought it was a travel. Plus, we've been here before. Legal flashback, March 1st. Spicer fouled with 4 seconds to play, hit 2 free throws. Fox went purple. What would Spicer do on Friday? Well, he's an 83% free throw shooter on the season, and the first one he hits, and he hit them both. So Utah State up 2. 2.5 seconds left. Ramon Sessions, no. Utah State beats Nevada by 2 to advance to the WAC final. Congratulations to Stu Morrill. They'll take on New Mexico State, and